Hi guys, so for today's tutorial, I will be showing you how I save my fabric, minimize scraps, and maximize the excess that I have left to do something else with. So to save your fabric, what I have is my selvage edge, and I'm going to fold that a third of the way through my through my fabric. So as you can see, I have my little selvage edge here, and this is all of the excess that I have left over. When you place your pattern on here, as you can see, this little piece right here is all of the scrap that you will have left over from from cutting out your pattern. Rather than you having a Valentine's Day card look, you remember you used to fold your paper in half, cut out the heart, and in the middle of that paper, when you open it up, you had your heart. Well, that's basically the same thing that happens when you cut your fabric selvage edge to selvage edge. And now that I have folded my fabric like this and I cut my pattern out, I have all of this left over. Now, when I measured this excess with my yardstick, I literally have 40 inches of leftover fabric that I could use for whatever else I wanted to make. So if you have fabric, no matter how much it costs, definitely fold your selvage edge a third of the way, place your pattern down, and cut it out. Now, even if you're not doing something that has to be cut on the fold, you can still utilize this technique. And all you will have left over is this little side right here from your fold. And you can cut out this pattern and use the rest of this other 40 inches that you have left over for whatever you want. Now, the amount of excess that you have will differ depending on the width of your fabric. My fabric is very wide. I think it's about 50 inches wide. I got it from Walmart for $4.97 a yard. It is a scuba knit. But you can use this technique on literally any type of fabric that you have and that you will be sewing with. So this is the chiffon that I got from Walmart as well. This one was $1 a yard. And I can literally do the exact same thing. Instead of folding selvage edge to selvage edge, I am going to take a third of that fabric and fold it over. Now this is doubled and this is single. And then of course you'll take your pattern, lay it out, and you'll cut. This is all I will have left over for excess. Unless I want to make sure that I have even less left over, I'll just make that skinnier so that I don't waste so much fabric. So as you can see, do a little bit more. Again, a little bit more. And as you can see, when I cut out this pattern, that is all that will be left over. I have saved this much fabric. And again, that's probably a whole nother yard of fabric that I can use for something else. So to save your fabric, do not fold it selvage edge to selvage edge. You want to take one of those edges and you want to fold it a third, a quarter of the way through the fabric, and then lay your pattern down and cut. That will minimize the amount of fabric that you have left over.